Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. Ranked in the top 25 with high expectations to start the season, that Week 0 loss shocked everyone. With a bye week to look at their issues, try to get things corrected, this is a crucial game today. Can they be the team everyone thought they were before the season started? We'll find out today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side, it's Barney. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They go play action with Manning. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Townsend. There he goes! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the move. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. quickly to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Now on first down from the 30. Fresh set of downs going up top. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Makes the grab. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're all over it. Reels it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Arch is going to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It smothers. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Looking for a man. It's Lockett. Under pressure. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Drops back on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Just smothered on the play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Got a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Out wide right, it's Terry. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeps it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Turns it upfield. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Lockett. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Hits inside, it's Smothers. There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Arch Madness. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab on the shot. Touchdown, Texas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Arch to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Out wide left, it's Coleman. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They were handed a gift with this great starting field position, but they've done nothing with it. It's third and goal. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
It's a seam wide open. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskers.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Lockett. Finds his man. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Manning. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning from the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quick handoff. Plows through the defense. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 16 team, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Cowboys with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds them.
Makes the grab in their space. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Manning to the air again. Complete left side, Coleman.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Makes the catch. It's Terry. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Ives. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Huskers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Handoff to the lone back. Might have a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Ives. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming. See it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
That one's not even close.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. This These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Zips it out to his man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They were all over it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds his man on the RPO. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
Play action. Here's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, it's Smothers. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete to the left. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The give on the counter. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop. Sometimes you're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Here's Manning to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. So his field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able...
Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Defense in press coverage. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw one first. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Wants to pass. Gets rid of it.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a 1st down and protect this lead.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
In the red area, it's Smothers. Maybe some headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play bigs.
Going over the top. Got it down the field. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On third down, he drops to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Needs it here on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent.